Welcome to the Good Stuff Family Podcast. Today we're going to Turtle World of Medina in Medina, Ohio, because they have an open house coming up this Wednesday, June 25th, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. But what we found is that the guy behind it, Ron Blue, is such good stuff, you guys. He's a perfect example of following your passion into what has become a platform for him. He has met, there he is right there on the right, in the blue shirt. Such a good guy. And he's met so many great people. His actual job is in the world of mental health for kids and teenagers. And he's found this way to relate to kids and their families, especially during COVID, when they all started coming to his home in his own backyard in Medina, Ohio, where he's had this 40 years of this passion of having his tortoises, little ones and big ones like this, and he's sharing his, like I said, his passion as a platform in the way that these people cannot wait when he opens to come spend time with him and get up close and personal with nature in his own backyard. And we're particular fans here at the Good Stuff family of turtles because all my friends buy me turtles. I'm always getting turtle paraphernalia because my friend Cheryl Maurer, there she is. Oh, Lord, what a good, beautiful soul she was. She was a cancer warrior who passed away at 45 years old. But she gave me these once and she said, Donnie, these little stuff like Beanie Baby turtles. And here's the note that was next to it. So she said, strengthen your flippers, my friend, and just keep swimming. And then she put Romans 5:13. We can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials. Who am I speaking to right now? Who's listening? Who's going, yep, that's me. When we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance. These words, so even though my friend is gone, her legacy lives on. The way that she uplifted, encouraged, and inspired us. And turtles are super important to me. They just are kind of like, I went ahead and looked up online about the spirit animal that they say for turtles. The turtle spirit animal embodies patience and perseverance, symbolizing a slow, steady approach to life's journey. It encourages individuals to move at their own pace. Trust the process, you guys. Trust the process. Who needed to hear that today? Trust the process, the turtle, the tortoise as a spirit animal, and remain steadfast in the face of challenges. So that's why, beyond just all the people that he's bringing together, Ron Blue, and all of the community that are meeting each other, the God weaves, now watch them work, everything that's happening at Turtle World of Medina, and that you can see at the open house Wednesday, June 25th, 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. Beyond all of that, we were so excited, so excited. My friends Kelly and James Wolf and I were so excited. They went out there to help me out as I did this interview from St. Louis. But so excited to meet Ron Blue of Turtle World of Ohio to talk all things turtles, deep thoughts, good laughs, good stuff people at Turtle World of Medina. How many other people listening? So when you see that, what are you thinking, Ron, who arguably the biggest turtle lover we know?
Well, you know what? It really resonates with me. For some reason, the more I keep turtles and the more I interact with people who enjoy them, I find out that there's like a common thread amongst us that's not unlike what you said. We seem to like be able to see things beyond what's right in front of you. They can think bigger, maybe be tuned into spiritual matters more so than the average person. I know of all the people who've come through here, one of the benefits of doing this is that you get to meet some really people and see their stories and hear their stories. and it's kind of cool. I don't mean to break up. You just kind of got me on a note there, but we've had people want to come here and look at the turtles who were struggling with a terminal illness, or they live in another country and they're visiting family and they just want to come back and they want to check in, with the turtles. They want to check in with me, and you just kind of develop these connections with the people. I mean, just this morning there was two families that came. This is their fourth time they've come here, and I recognized the name. They came. I didn't really even need to show them what was going on because their kids knew everything. But I got to hear how their lives were doing, what's going on with them, with their kids. And there's just this connection with people who come here and enjoy this. So that has turned out to be a benefit, unknown, cool thing that happens with me. So I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I love it. I could listen to you all day because this is opposite of what ails us nowadays. What you're offering there, and how sweet and sensitive and kind you are. I can see it in the faces of these people with you. I can hear it in your voice. It's the balm over everything that breaks and hurts our hearts now. Division, and yes, it's right here at Turtle World of Medina in Medina, Ohio. And there's a picture of you with some of the
Yeah.
people who came in. I see it. I can see it. Like, this is a place. In fact, if I can find, I pulled up some Facebook posts I found today when you were. We don't want to forget to announce that actually this Wednesday, June 25th, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. is the kind of like the open house, right?
Right. The open houses are just events that I came up with last summer because I had so many people trying to get out here to see it. I couldn't possibly schedule individual tours. So I said, okay, open house. And I did that last summer, like 4 or 5 hours at a time. And I just opened the backyard. People just come flooding in, and they'll come through and we talk. They ask about the turtles. I show their kids how to hold the turtles, and they just have a good time. And I get to meet more people, and they get to meet the turtles, and they enjoy their day.
So cool.
Yeah, I think we did about 5 or 6 open houses last summer. I have a similar plan this summer. We're Wednesday, 8:30 to 12:30, and I think July 4th weekend. I think I'm doing something on the 4th of July. I just haven't nailed it down with Mrs. Blue yet, which is a very important element of Turtle World of Medina.
Well, I love it. Speaking of patience, the turtle symbol, I love her already. So I want to show really quickly when I looked on Facebook, these people, once you announced you were having an open house, look, Corey Ann said, yay, thank you for opening your backyard for us, right? Look at here, this guy, or this Lisa said, hey, could I bring my turtle in with me? I'm gonna need some advice for feeding and whatnot. She said on how to help him. Yeah.
I remember that message, and she's bringing something, so hopefully I'll be able to help her somehow or encourage her.
I love it. I have some concerns, and the turtle family that's commiserate. What's the word I'm looking at? That sticks together. What am I trying to say?
We commiserate together.
That's it. Is that the right word? I don't know, but all I know is you've got turtle family. It is. These people are coming to you. That sounds like something you would lean into family members. So, Kel, I'm going to go to Kel because she's the newest member of this family. I'm going to mute you for 1 second. Kel, so I see you in the background, like nodding and agreeing. Like you feel it at this place, don't you?
It's very nice. And Corey, actually, the one little blurb that you read from Facebook, Corey's a friend of mine. So she lives in my neighborhood, and Corey knew Corey's daughters, Avery and Olivia, and they were friends with little Ella.
So and that's how we connected too through another family. Ron mentioned you mentioned people who come with cancer diagnosis. We know so many families, unfortunately, who have buried kids. It's not supposed to be that way. No, at all. But to hear that they can come there, and who knew this great little place? And don't you feel like kind of like the peace there, Kel? Like right up close with nature.
Yeah, and I learned a lot. I mean, Ron walked us around and kind of schooled us a little bit on some of these turtles. I'm like, this is amazing. But yeah, they're fun, and they're and I know how to hold one. Like, you don't manhandle them. You just hold them like a little ice cream sandwich or cookie.
Yeah, now I have a hankering for ice cream sandwich.
Right?
You know, I feel like since we just talked about cancer survivors and also just cancer warriors who we've lost, again, by Cheryl, like I feel her, don't you, Kel? Like you guys are all sending me turtle things all the time.
Yeah.
You're the one who told me about Turtle World Medina. So I want to show all of our viewers a little window into my awesome Cheryl and her spirit. My beautiful soul friend, Ron. She had a port. You couldn't see it. She was active. She was going through chemo at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Making the best of it, right? Strengthening her flippers.
She kept saying, Donnie, I need you to promise me you'll strengthen your flippers. No one can do it for you. So who needs to hear that now? Because it's bigger than the three of us and James running this camera. As soon as he steadies up, I'm going to bring him in. Who needs to hear that? Like, Lord, some days, this is the visual, right? This is it. Just keep swimming. That's great advice. It's great advice, you know, and here, look at this. Oh, go ahead, Ron.
No, it's prophetic advice. Everyone needs encouraged. Everyone needs, a pat on the back or just an acknowledgement that the journey they're going through, they're not alone in it. Because we all need that. We're not meant to go through life by ourselves. We're meant to go through with friends and connections and community. That's
it. And that is Kyle, do you want to say something quickly? I was gonna.
Yeah. So so one more thing about the sea turtles when they're swimming. So you talked about strengthening your flippers and when they're swimming they have to stick their necks out to be able to swim. That's how they do it. And if you don't stick your neck out, you're not going anywhere. So we have to do the same thing, right? Stick your neck out, get out there, put yourself out there, be a little uncomfortable, and grow. Right? Do your thing.
Yeah.
You're speaking to me. See why I love Kel so much, Ron?
She's likable. I can tell already.
Beautiful sister friend. Okay, Kel, I'm going to take you backstage for just a second. Just grasp, stick our necks out, like Kelly said. Keep swimming and keep looking for those people like you, my new friend who we just met. But I feel your heart and your soul, and find those people who uplift and encourage and inspire. And that's what you're doing there through your passion. And these people who flock there, I'm sure they feel more than just an opportunity to get up close and personal with reptiles. It's about more than that.
Yeah, it is. I feel that happens. And what's ironic is that's not why I started this or did this. It all started, during COVID when people were looking for things to do outside, and some neighbors called me and said, "Hey, can I bring my kids down?" I said, "Yeah, okay, no problem." And then later that week, I got a phone call from their friends who said, "Hey, can I bring my kids down? I heard you had some turtles." I said, "Yeah, come on down." And it just kind of got way out of control since then. And I've actually I have to manage this in a way I never thought was going to, because it's not a business. It's not a job. I don't charge anything. Sometimes people like to donate money, and that's fine, but I don't ask for any money at all. So yeah, we do between 50 and 60 visits a summer between Memorial Day and Labor Day. And that's about the window I can operate in, because turtles are cold-blooded animals, and they do best when it's warm outside. When they get to wintertime, it's a whole different ball game. A lot of them hibernate or brumate, and some go in the barn. And yes, but so over time, this has turned into a connection place. It's a place about turtles. It's a place about people. It's a place where I can catch up with my friends. I am actually a mental health therapist by trade, and I work at a high school with adolescents. And I try to incorporate a lot of this stuff, the turtles. We call it turtle therapy. We do events at the high school where I bring in a good number of them, and we'll raise money for different charities or events or programs that students are doing. So I get to be known as the turtle guy, which is a very good way for a student to approach me if they're struggling with something else.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the turtle guy, right? You're a therapist, right? Can I talk to you about something? Yeah. Come into the office. So it sometimes serves as a platform for something bigger, something more profound, which I didn't know that going into it, but it sure is turning into that. So I take it while I can.
You're speaking to me, and who knows how many other people. Kel, you know me, right? Oh, let's see. It says I can't unmute you. You have to unmute yourself, Kel. There you go.
Sorry, I thought I was still backstage.
Kel, you know me. He talks about being on the journey together, like what he just said, that sometimes showing up together we can, together we will, showing up for other people, and it turns into whoever's listening, just by being available, can turn into a platform. Your passion can be a platform to reach other people. You're speaking to so many of us, Ron. Thank you for sharing that. And I didn't know that you work in the world of mental health.
Yeah.
Wow. What a calling. What a calling. Aren't you glad to have new friend Ron, Kel?
Yeah, and like we're close enough we could have some beers together. I don't know. Are you a beer drinker, Ron?
Yeah, it's hot there too. I know y'all are like, woo, TikTok.
Heck yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, I found this little guy. I want to make sure we show this visual because I save it in my phone. Look at this. Isn't that hilarious?
Nice.
Don't we feel like that sometimes? We can sit here right now and just strengthen your flippers. It all sounds good. Good, perfect. No one can do it for you. Stick your neck out. But really, when it comes push to shove, sometimes this is what it looks like. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. I'm swimming.
Yeah.
Right.
I've done as fast as I can.
Right.
So we're going to keep it real here too. I love that visual of that little guy. And I also love, like I said, your heart is such I see your heart and soul even virtually is what I'm trying to say. And I didn't even know in how many ways. But this really, as we wrap this up now, this really got my attention earlier because it's been a month today, by the way. World Turtle Day was a month ago today. Did you know that? May 23rd?
Yes.
So we're a month after that, but we wanted to preview, again, this Wednesday. Tell us again, June 25th.
June 25th, my backyard, Medina, Ohio, 587 Falling Oaks Drive, Medina, Ohio. I hope I don't regret giving out that address because 100 to 200 people in my backyard during that time frame.
And you can find it on Facebook, right?
Yeah,
so
it's on Facebook. Yeah.
So this is, I've been following you and I love, so here comes this post. Read it. Hello, Turtle World fans, you said. Someone reached out to me and said their big sulcata tortoise escaped today in Valley City. That's a post you don't see all the time, right, Kel?
Right.
The tortoise has a very distinctive pattern. Here, I'm going to mute you for a sec, Kel, because we have reverb. So you go on to describe this like we would do a description for a missing person or something. There he is. In a perfect world, he would answer to the name of Haas, but he likes to pretend he can't hear you, so he probably won't acknowledge you. Probably a teenager age tortoise. You're funny. That's funny. I'm like, I have to meet this guy. And good news, everyone. Haas has been found.
Yeah.
Correct?
Found him Sunday morning. Yeah.
I'm dying to know where. Where was he?
Well, these tortoises are escape artists because they can push through fence or gates. And if they get out, they will go down the closest road and they will just truck because in their natural habitat, they're wanderers. They will just run, walk, find a patch of grass, eat it, go walking again. So I think they found him near a railway station or a substation of some type. But it took a few days. Hoss was missing for a few days. So the owner was very worried about it. But I know that there were people out there looking for it. I happened to be out of town, or else I'd have joined the hunt. But I did the next best thing and just posted. But they found him. So, yeah, Hoss is home.
I think it's hilarious. He was at the train station. He's like, I'm blowing this popsicle stand.
I'm out of here.
All right, James, we're going to click in with you. Thank you, cameraman James. You've been so good at roaming around. You have any last shots for us as we wrap this up? What are we looking at here?
I could do a pan of the yard here.
Uh-huh. Okay. And you have 14 exhibits again there, and that is your backyard.
Yeah. We got about 14 pens. One of them is a big pond. I got a pergola with some swinging chairs underneath it, and got a patio that's covered. And we made a swing set last year for kids to swing on. And sometimes we get families with real tiny kids, and they don't quite have the attention span. So I put in a sandbox with a deck overlooking it in the back corner, so moms can sit underneath the pine tree and watch their kids in the sandbox. So we got that too. So
even the swings are turtle shells replaced.
Yes, even the swings are turtle shell shaped.
Oh, here, let me put Kel back on. Yeah. Oh, how cute. So cute. So I saw those two look like they were like playing. You ever see that video clip where the one is flipped over in the water and the rest of them all come around and flip them back?
Yes.
I love that. It's such a good example.
Kind of warms your heart, doesn't it?
Yes. Together we can, together we will. It's a real thing. It works. All right. Well, Kel, thank you. James and Kelly Wolf, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. It was fun.
I love you guys. And you are my family by choice, not by blood, but I have been uplifted by you guys more times than I can count. Ron, I'm so glad to count you among our new friends. I can't wait to meet you in person. Is there anything else you'd like to add as we wrap this up?
No, except, keep doing what you're doing. I got a chance to kind of look at, your show and what you're about and all that stuff. And I actually got real excited that you were going to interview me. So that was cool. I like connecting with people like you. So thanks for taking time out of your day to connect with us over here.
I want to thank you so much. I promise the pleasure was all of ours. I can't wait to see you in person and check out that place and meet your very patient wife as well.
Oh, yeah. She's the best.
Yeah. And I think Kelly and James probably are going to put in the suggestion box. Maybe you have a happy hour on that patio out there. We start happy hours. Look at Kelly laughing. Look at her. Am I right? Were you thinking that?
Well, you know what? When we wrap up here, I'm going to take them down to a place that's not visited often by visitors, Pearl World of Medina Pub in my basement.
Oh, so good. See, friends are being made. The weaving. God weaves. Now watch them work, y'all. All right. Thank you. What a pleasure. God bless you. I appreciate your spirit. God bless you guys. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So again, you guys, Wednesday, June 25th, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. is the open house at Turtle World of Medina. 14 outdoor enclosures they have there, you guys. More than 100 turtles, tortoises of the type. And you get to meet Ron Blue. Give him a hug for me, if you would. He's the good stuff for sure. So the message, y'all, keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. Strengthen your flippers. And, we say it's not hard to do. See the good in others and be the good for them. On your mark, get set, let's go.
Sometimes it's good to just dance. You've been listening to Don Kendrick's The Good Stuff Family Podcast. If you found inspiration here, would you click subscribe, follow, share as we grow our Good Stuff family tree? Check out thegoodstufffamily.com for links to all our social media platforms and for how you or your business could sponsor a story. The Good Stuff Family, reaching and touching hearts around the world by weaving families together one story at a time. On your mark, get set, let's go.
Well, I got a suggestion. Sometimes it's good, so come along.